Today, it's the National Football League. It's a special New Year's Eve edition of the NFL.
Set to go now on a white and snowy December afternoon. And we are underway from Cincinnati. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 carries, 60 yards.
And they've already clinched a playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now, here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Burrow looking to pass. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be ridden out of bounds all the way down at the 15-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. After the interception, here's Smith. And that is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Geno. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Geno now to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he's got room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Throwing now is Geno. This is the tight end Fant. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now Geno on first down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On second down, it's Walker. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They'll try for the first with Walker. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now first and goal. No score after one on EA Sports. Here's Walker. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and the Bengals grab it.
Tell me I didn't just see these first two possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh?
Worse?
Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. Think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. They find some open field, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Bengals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Here's Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Here's Smith. Left side complete to Lockett. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the 1st down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drip back towards the 1st down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, Smith. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground. To try again after the sack. Smith. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Logan Wilson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Sly able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys, maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touch. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 73 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Here's Walker to start the drive, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Smith. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. That is caught inside the 5. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw is Smith. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Takes it at the 7. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And some space here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 121 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And able to get this out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come back, continue to throw the ball effectively.
Finding space at the 40. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On first down, Smith. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off of play action, here's Smith. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Throwing is Smith. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. On first down, it's Smith. Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. From the red zone now, Smith. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. Donovan Peoples-Jones. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 17-14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
On third down, Burrow. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow, escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Now a throw here to his running back. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Throwing again on second down. Smith, nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Smith. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that's it. It's up a 1st and goal. Again, Smith. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing is Perkins. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. To throw is Perkins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Touchdown! A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
On third down, here's Walker. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Perkins. He will find his man Chase complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Perkins. Flush to his right. He completes it to Boyd. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Room here to run. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medicals. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. That's his 19th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
This complete to Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to roam now. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's a give up the middle. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now it looks like he'll throw here. On the move to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real
So this one